We never dreamt that Nigeria will attack Biafra. We never. So when we were attacked, we were not ready. If we had known we were going to be attacked, we wouldn't have bothered to go to that extent. Afambo, Major General Alexander Madiebo, Omunwa command the army in the Biafra. Area bidon as July 1967. By September, commander, that's Onwanabo, Kanulara, Mbudi commander. Biafra in 1967, I'm probably the oldest living Biafran official. I mean official. I was about third in the hierarchy. Ojukwu, Effiong, then myself. I know that the aim of Biafra then was to find a way of protecting the Igbos. There was a lot of killing, and thousands, if not millions of Igbos were in the east, some without hands or legs or head even. And those in the army knew that the only way to save what was left was to form a sort of force, not necessarily independence. You have to have an army for even looking after Biafra itself, not going to war. Anom n'iru ọgụ ebe egbe izizi gba na June or July of 67. Anom na Gakem. Anokwa ewe gba almost the last na 1970 as commander. Ebukata ndị Igbo. Mụnwa bụ a colonel that time. And abịa n'ọgwa m as onye officer army dị on top na Kaduna, most senior. Abịa onye ugwu bịa gwa m sị na a ga-egbu ndị Igbo. Very prideful, na a ga-egbu ndị Igbo, na ma a survive. Na ndị ugwu a decide go na a ga-egbu ndị Igbo niile maka na egbu Sadwana. Eme coup, first coup. So mụnwa ba aeroplane jegwo Ironsi. Ka bụ mbido agha jegwo Ironsi si na nekwife ikwu na a ga-egbu ndị Igbo. Na egbuchesie ndị ugwu declare independence. Gbajie bridge jeba, gbajie nke Makodi, declare that facts, figures. I don't see about that time, onye isi police army. I mean, Ugwu Hausa, onye ndị niile, onye yani na-anọ n'ọfịs Brigadier Johnson ọmụgwọ ọsịmụgwọ fukwa efe nkwu kpọọ ndị ugwu nọ ndị mụnwa accused agwa mụ na nzuzo. I said I won't be intimidated. ekwughị ekwu mere ọnụ a gee ntị gbee ntị a ga-ekwurịrị. In the end, Ironsi didn't believe. A long story, he died. But immediately, also now my mentality, gave myself a transfer to Lagos. More moving in charge of artillery, commander, whole Nigerian Army artillery. Nje anọzi n'ugwu Hausa, this area wee bido. Ndị meku because emele election na Abeokuta na West chitie ndị Yoruba, ndị Igbo jebe ọgụ. A na-eme campaign na Benue, Makurdi, chitie ndị chief ndị Igbo jebe ọgụ. Nwere nke ndị Igbo dị involved. Ndị Igbo wanted to everywhere, n'ọfa ga-protect Nigeria. Ọnya bụ na onye chọrọ ịchị Nigeria, make sure you can take care of the Igbos. They are the only people who will oppose it and make trouble.
Gịnị ka ị ga-akọwara anyị bụ relationship gị na nna anyị ukwu Ojukwu?
Ojukwu thought a lot of me. You see, I was the only person that kept an appointment from beginning of the war to the end. Whether any other person, particularly in the army, onye ọbụla hold command in the army for more than 3 months without a change. But from the first shot in July, Nagakem, Ugoja, Ogamwale, the first artillery I was there. I need the 24 senior officers that fell back to Biafra. Ndibo. All Ndibo now run Nigerian Army before the war. Every aspect of it, infantry, artillery, engineers, communication, transport, they were all headed by Igbos. Those people wouldn't enter Biafra. From them, this 2024, Ojukwu picked me as the commander of the Biafran Army. Yes, he put me there, so he must have his reason. And I was the only commander in Biafra that the civilians didn't rise up against me because they lose the civilians at riot, abroad riot, be repressed, but she was what last more than a battle. But I was losing the war from. In fact, only the first 2 months, Njoku, after that started the war, Njoku was, if you can call him Biafran Army commander, he was the commander of the Nigerian Army before Biafra declared independence. So he was really commanding the Nigerian Army in Enugu. Mana declared independence Nobogo. The army lasted two months under him. The Nigeria scattered, conquer Enugu, September. 2 months. Then I said, I'll take over the army. I came there. There was no army to command. Enugu. The army at war with no weapons, will break anybody. And Njoku, who was a very good officer, didn't last 2 months, scattered the army. Because ije inu ka ndị ọcha button. All you need is to make a plan. So in Biafra, we had nothing. Now, when I took over in September 1967, Mbienugu, from Nkalago, ebe no war front, Mbienugu, onye ọbụla na-agbagharị, onwere amị mfo. Wee bido n'isi, Enugu na-agba ọsọ, wee bido n'isi, gather some, the soldiers were milling around, bido n'isi wee reform all the army. Aka bido n'ọgụ na south to Port Harcourt. So the small army there, ọmụnwa bido n'isi wee reform all the army. And when photographs, reform all the army, and luckily, ndị Nigeria abanyere Enugu, relax. I remember the looting, but agba ndị befa. During that period, more reform all the army and send them back into Enugu to try and recapture Enugu. From that time, the reform army and the sort of leadership they wanted, when the army nọkata and saying, hey, no man knows, with Boko Haram, anọkata the army, with what they have, the equipment they have, even with one unit, more than double what the whole of Biafra had. Why capital, you see, you know, and the army trusted me. The Igbo general, I was in the war front every day of the year and every year of the war. In fact, no on the war front can no nowhere. Wee bịa sị m na Ojukwu na-achọ m n'Owerri. My family was an issue. Onye na-elo about family. If I ga-eme Owerri na ada the second time, abịa sị m na Ojukwu chọrọ m luo Nnewi na-agwa Kedafia Effiong bịa izi m ozi si ọ bụrụ na ndị bizi ọ sị m bịa wee lue Ojukwu wee sị m I was surprised. Oh, no, na Nnewi, and no, the first time na affair for almost a year. We were corresponding every day. Osim kwado na na-apụ. Anyị ga-eje peace mission. Afụgo m ibu jisi na bịa. Nwere ilegu eze m ọnụ. kedu peace ọtị ndị be m kedu ebe fa nọ na fa nọ n'isu ọtị in 2 hours time they should be at the airport mụ naba ka nye wụọ nọ ndị be m honestly simple. So that's the end. So Njebe told my family, children who were playing, my oldest child then, my daughter, was about 8. My youngest one was about 2, and I had 4. And I just a handbag each. More, the following meeting, those who were around, and because my headquarters had to go almost close to the front line, and I was planning how to relocate troops and my help. It didn't even occur to me that it could end so abruptly. And that was about 10th or 11th of January. So this was the 1970. But immediately the war ended. This is why I said I am not praising myself or praising anybody, but I believe that if I hadn't stepped in at the time I did in Enugu, the war wouldn't have lasted more than 3 months. I reformed the army from the scratch. And in the sum total, Bona, that war, onwero any officer no on the Biafran side can virtually it damaged one's nerves, one's, you just have to agree that everybody did their best.